Well, it's time to start a brand new live stream with a brand new game. And this, my friends, is Forza Horizon 3. These are the car packs that have been released to the game so far. The Smoking Tire car pack, the Motorsport All-Stars pack, and the VIP membership. And I'll be covering the Smoking Tire car pack just because I am a person that likes to cover the newest content when it comes out on the day it comes out. And just to make sure I'm not just speaking to myself, let's see if I'm even on mute. Well, I'm not even in a party chat, so that doesn't matter to me right now. I've already purchased these cars, so we will be seeing what we can deal with right now. Oh, look. Yeah, let's change this to value for the sake of what we're doing here. The first car we'll be dealing with is a simple car, a Ford Crown Victoria Police Interceptor with 250 horsepower, 297 pounds-foot of torque, 4,057 pounds, 55% in displacement of 4,606, but it doesn't matter when you have this thing to deal with. And it's such a civilian vehicle too, it's just so random. Yep. Let me turn my game volume down, it's a little bit loud here. And just to recover from that, we're now off-road. And it looks like the time is always 12 in this thing. Like, seriously, is it always 12? And to answer anyone's questions about what this is about, it's actually called the P71. It has the series of things that you would not find on a standard Crown Victoria, being it's called the Police Interceptor. As you can clearly tell in the pause menu, 2010 Ford Crown Victoria Police Interceptor. And looking at the tune car menu here, we can see that the 0 to 60 is 7.9 seconds, which isn't bad. Trust me, it's not as bad as you may think it is. It's kind of slow. And 0 to 100, it takes 21.7 seconds to do so in this thing, with a top speed of 141.9, which could be rounded up to 142. And for gearing, we only have 4 because of how the car works. And I'm using this on a bone stock chassis, there's no upgrades. And this is the least expensive car in the entire game, sitting at like 1.5k. No, really, look it up. And there goes a bunch of trees as I try to screw around with a police interceptor. Whoa. Okay. Well, we're off-road now. What do we do? Nothing else. Yep, we're not leveling up just yet. Let's change cars. And for car number 2, we'll be going to Yarra Valley. Which may take a minute. The fast traveling. Going into the garage here, we're about to look at car number 2. Our next culprit, which is right next to this Crown Victoria, is this thing. It's an off-road car, the Jeep CJ5 Renegade, which is a newer Jeep, but it's a Jeep. It's a Jeep, and we have to respect that, so we're going to go into here and start it up. Yes, I'm going to close my door on live stream because that's what I need to do. It's tiny. It's tiny. And let's actually see how light this thing is. Let's see how light it can be. It's 2,271 pounds. Let's go back into here just to see like what other cars we'll be dealing with in this culprit style viewing. We're dealing with the Crown Victoria that you might have seen earlier. That's 4,057 pounds of weight. This is like half that. And going a little further into the garage, we see our next culprit we have, which is the 340R, which looks to some people like a speedboat. Because most people have never seen such a thing like this in a Forza game before. And that's about half the weight of that thing that I'm about to show you on camera is. Going in a little further, we have our next culprit, the M2 Coupe, which is 3,000 pounds. I get that it's that much. Yes, don't judge me. I have a Horizon Edition car. And I actually have two that you might see while I scroll through and find my next culprit. The GTA Spano. In S2 class, that's like 3,000 pounds as well. And then we have two culprits right next to each other right here. We have the Vulcan, which a lot of people might have been requesting to see in the Forza game, obviously because it's a Vulcan. See, these are the specs. 2,000 pounds, like literally 2 pounds off from being 3,000. And the Ribisi, which is a little lighter. And my most expensive car in this game right now is this. Don't judge me, I haven't purchased a $10 million car yet. But back to the culprit that we're dealing with right now, a Jeep CJ5 Renegade. And I've reached Club Tier 4 right in the middle of the stream. That's just great. And obviously because this is a Jeep, I'm taking this off-road, doing off-roady things. Join my convoy! Join my convoy! Thank you! And photo mode again. Here it is, photo mode. It's the same photo mode that you've seen in Forza 6. There's all the same little effects that you could use if you were unaware of what it is. Here you go. And I'm going to try to take a picture just to show you what it is. Here's 240, and that's how you get 35k if you get 240 cars. And my next bonus is 260 cars for a credit bonus of 40,000, but that's not the point of this video, is it? Yep. And now we're going to take a jump off into the water. Oh, oh, I made it. Yes, I did it. And there goes the other Jeep, which is significantly older. And There's another one that we just passed. Okay. Oh, I leveled up. Let's see if we can win. It's a crappy spin, of course. But of course, since I don't have all day, let's get to the third car that we're dealing with. Going back to the destination. We're going back to Yarra Valley because I feel like we've spent too little time in this location, and it's just nice enough to screw around in. I don't want to do a convoy race, just let me go in. Oh, that's the auction house. Crap. Okay, let's go back into my value here. And let's get to where I need to be. Where am I going? The Lotus 340R. A nice car. Yes, obviously it looks kind of weird because you've never seen it before. It's an open-wheeled Lotus. And it looks like this. Here you go, 360 degrees. I feel like this preceded the 211. Like this is like a performance car that preceded the 211. Yeah, of course we had the Lotus 11 and we had the Lotus 211, but this is just weird. This is a weird looking car, but it's nice to drive, I must say. And now I'm in a convoy with another 340R. I don't know if this is... what's the top speed that this is supposed to get? Because I've gotten to like 128, but let's see what I can get out of this from this 129.8. Okay, so that's the top speed of this thing. It's so slow. It is slow. It looks nice, but it's so slow in the long run. Yeah, this is what it bombs out of. Oh, I got to 131. Lies, lies, lies. The dino lied to me. The dino lied to me. 132, 33. The dino lied. We're at 135 now. We made it to 135 of this thing. I want to do that convoy race to Whitehaven Beach. In fact, I'm going to disband you now. Thanks for playing with me, convoy. And now I'm going to travel to Surfer's Paradise. I think we have 3 more cars to deal with. So, yeah, let's go to Surfer's. Because these next 3 cars are nice. Like, these are the cars that most of you will be buying this DLC for if you decide to buy it at one point or another. Starting with the vehicle that answers why the 1M is something I've not seen. Going into my garage again, we can go to value here, and here it is, the BMW M2. Many of you have been asking for the M2 gameplay. Here's a little M2 gameplay. And out the festival we go with this thing. It looks sporty, and it just looking at this interior view, this is basically stuff you'd expect from a car like this. It already sounds nice when you go doing burnouts with it. I approve. I approve of that burnout. And back to photo mode. Yeah, you can see two 340Rs right next to each other. The car I just did. I mean, seriously. Okay, yeah, I also had to get that car for the promo, but really, otherwise, I'm going back out of photo mode. And I'm going to drive it for the camera, the audience. Yeah, this thing weaves through tight spaces. But okay, yeah, you don't want to do it. I don't want to overdo it like what I just did, because yeah, that will happen. But this could work as a drift car. As you can see here, this works as a drift car. A really good drift car for basically doing urban-based things. Seems like traffic's doing basically the standard stuff you'd expect traffic to be doing in a place like Surfer's Paradise, and we leave the city hitting a car. Great. Let's off-road it, perhaps? Let's deal with this thing in a situation like this. Oh, I'm using the vineyard. I'm cheating. I'm obviously cheating because I'm using the vineyards. And yeah, we're going downhill already. We've gone downhill into the water. With a skill chain that actually banked. Oh wow. I thought the skill chain would break. There goes another one. And in the process, I think we're going to do the last two cars. The first of these last two will be at Byron Bay. The other one will be returning to Surfers. I bet you can guess which one I'm talking about. Probably not. Anyway, we're going to go to Byron for this first one that we're dealing with. So it'll be a minute before we get into this festival. Go into the festival site. Go into the... Okay, yeah, we're here. My cars. And then going into the value set. Going back here, we have our two culprits. We have the Vulcan and the Wire that we have to deal with. Let's do the Vulcan, because it's one car that... The first car that... Specific hypercar that everyone's been asking for. Here it is in matte black with a blue stripe. Oh. That sounds pleasant. Oh, here's interior view. And we're taking the side that has all the off-roading. This probably isn't the best place to be taking our brand new Aston Martin Vulcan. Going straight through that straight edge there. Oh, yep, we just went on two wheels for a second. It sounds really cool. It's one of the most requested in the Forza games, and to finally have it is a dream come true for most people. So, congratulations, Forza! You've done good with this world. And there goes a Ribisi. Come back here. I crashed it into the tree. How unfortunate. Now I might as well go to Surfer's Paradise. Why is the convoy just sitting there? Now we might as well go to our very last festival to test out the Ribisi, the last car that we needed to do for a video. The first Horizon 3 one on this specific YouTube channel and or Twitch video stream, depending on where you decide to watch the video. And we've saved probably the best for last. Probably this is one of the two best for last vehicles. They put so many good in here that it's hard to say best for last now. Like, there's no point in saying best for last. This was originally, I believe this was originally part of Project Cars. I believe this was a exclusive to P-Cars before the temporary license expired, so now we have this in our Forza games, so... Sounds just as you'd expect a wire to sound, and the interior, just as you expect a wire to have... So just how you'd expect a wire to look like from the inside. Now let's see how, let's see what our dyno test is, and see if we can hit these benchmarks. The benchmarks say that 0 to 60 is 2.8, 0 to 100 is 5.6, and our top speed will be 238 by standard. So let's see what we can do. We're going to do probably our best part for last. We're going to do a highway run. While trying to evade traffic. I'm hearing that there's a downhill where we can get a higher top speed than the dyno, so let's see what we can do. I'd be happy to prove this dyno wrong. Crashing into cars is not a good sign. And now we start the endless journey to see where we can get this thing. We're hitting our 220 mark, so we're getting closer to our benchmark that we need. Hit 230. No, no, we're off-road. Change lanes. I think the plans were using the different lane. Oh, and I think we missed a car. We're going to have to go back and do our last car. Why am I missing something all of a sudden? Why do I feel like I'm missing something all of a sudden? Oh, we have one more car to do actually. That's the GTA Spano. And we crashed, so I'm going to rewind and see what we can do with this thing. Changing the lane doesn't seem to help whatsoever in this case because we're already struggling as is to try to find the top speed in this thing. $230. We met the first benchmark that we needed to at. Oh no, crap. We've hit the point where we're seeing traffic everywhere. Oh goody. Traffic everywhere. Traffic everywhere. Well, we've screwed up our testing badly. We really just screwed up our testing. Yeah, we ended up in the industrial base, and I almost forgot that we needed to take the last car and do something with it. So what do we do now? Yarra Valley. Fix me, Yarra Valley. Fix this issue. Get the GTA Spano. We have one last thing to deal with. And it's the first time we see a GTA car in Forza history, so if this goes to crap, I don't know what to say at this point. Because I don't know how anything like this would handle. Anything of similarity would probably do good, so I have high hopes for this thing. This is the GTA Spano that you're about to see on the television screen or PC screen or screen. I'll just call it the screen. This is the only car in GTA using the GTA name. So go here. Get in this thing and let's see how interesting we're doing. Let's see what interesting crap lies with this thing, because it is a new car. It is brand new. It's the weirdest thing ever. Let's see how it sounds. That doesn't sound bad whatsoever. Let's see how it drives. Maybe this will reassure how I feel about this GTA Spano. Oh, there's active arrow. You did not tell me about this before. Why didn't you tell me about this before, game? There's active arrow on this thing.
You have a bucket list challenge to complete nearby. Would you like me to set a route there for you?
Why did you do that to me, Anna? Why? Oh, I'm crashing like a madman now. Let's see what V1 can do. And I'm crashing like a madman again. Look at me, I'm doing horribly. Trying to give this a decent review. Here's a whip. Here you go. There you go. Off-roading you go. And whoop-de-doo, I crashed it again. I can't rewind it to a good spot, so I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna do it twice. Let's see what we can do. This is not working out the way I wanted it to be. This is really not working out the way I wanted it to. But the GTA, I mean, it's a new car, so I'm not giving it too much flack. It the first time we've ever seen a car with the GTA branding in it. I'm not referring to Grand Theft Auto. There's another DLC for that game coming out, and we all know how it's going to work out, but I'm not doing a live stream on it, so don't even ask. But I would like to thank you for watching today's live stream, and I hope I got every single car in this DLC. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did, so I now have the right to say goodbye. And if you want to join my Forza Horizon 3 club, it's NDSI. I only have one member because no one has joined it yet, but if any of you viewers that are seeing this video at this point in the video want to join in, possibly later on, we could do clubs things later on, join this club. It's NDSI, and you can clearly see it's my club tag, so if anyone wants to join, go right ahead. And that's if anyone has Forza Horizon 3. But I guess until next time, I'm going to go into drone mode, and I would like to say goodbye. And away we go, boys! Yes, let's get out of here! Step to step! Oh my gosh!